Time to bring on our guest at this point. He is Nebraska's head wrestling coach. He has coached 36 All-Americans over the years, led 5 wrestlers, including 4 Huskers, to individual national championships. The Terry McCann Award winner for the USA Wrestling Freestyle Coach of the Year 2011, 2015, 2017. Won 3 more Coach of the Year awards in 2009, 2008, 2000, and another one in 2008, including Big 12 Coach of the Year. Just had his 300th career win, all-time winningest head coach in Nebraska wrestling history. Mr. Mark Manning, how you doing, my friend?
Hey, Adam. Hey, thanks for having us on.
Yeah, I appreciate you taking the time. And I want to go back to last weekend, and I want to talk about Penn State tomorrow and what you guys are trying to do and get the fans involved in. But talk to me about Minnesota, because I was able to watch it for a little bit before I had 15 kid sporting events and games on Saturday. But you guys were actually behind. And then if I remember correctly, you won the last 3 matches to win it. Am I correct? And am I remembering that right?
Actually, the last 4.
Last 4, okay.
4 in a row, yeah. Yeah, from 125 to 149, yeah.
Talk to me about that as it's unfolding and getting those wins, and you're going against a very good Minnesota team in their own right. Talk to me about that as it's unfolding, what's going through your mind, you're telling your wrestlers.
Yeah, it happens quick, just the whole preparation really starts during the week and just getting their mind right. The day before and the day of, but I thought our guys wrestled with great energy. They're really sharp. And I thought our guys, just like, a lot of sports, especially football, right? I equate wrestling a lot with football in regards to just finishing strong, finishing strong in periods. We scored a lot of points late in the periods. And at the end of the matches and shut people down. I thought our intentionality was really good, and we wrestled with just a calmness, and we were very confident out there. So it was really good. We were the aggressors, I would say, and so it's good. It's good to have that match that we could build off, and we know we have a great challenge tomorrow night.
Talk to me about Gable Steveson, Olympic gold medalist from a few years ago. You got your own guys going against him. Like, what are you telling your guys as they're preparing to wrestle a guy like that? I mean, he puts his pants on, probably 3 legs at a time, just like anybody else. But what are you telling your guys, and what do you think of a guy like that as you're sitting there watching him?
Well, one, complete ultra respect for Gable Steveson. He's probably the best heavyweight ever in college wrestling history, and just his athleticism, but his power, his speed. That's why he had a number of opportunities. With the Bills and the Dolphins, the Colts. He had never played high school football, so him putting his cleats on, he told my brother and myself that. My brother was a former Minnesota Gopher, so he's seen my brother several times. But he was saying, first time I ever put football cleats on was when I went to the Bills for tryout with Sean McDermott.
Wow, that's impressive.
So that's something. Now he didn't make the roster, and that's why he ended up back. He had 1 semester left to wrestle, and he a guy like that is. It's like having the Gamakasu on your team. He instills a lot of confidence and a lot of swag in regards to just your other teammates. He's a winner himself. He wants the other guys to step up, and so he made an amazing difference. I could tell in their team since he's been gone the last couple of years. So he's an amazing competitor, and he'll have a chance to win Olympic gold medal again in 2028, I'm sure. So he's a man-child.
All right. So I'm sitting here looking at the collegiate wrestling top 25 rankings. Gable was also in the WWE for a couple of years as well, but I'm looking at the top 25 rankings for collegiate wrestling this year. And number 10 is Cornell, representing for the Ivy League. But you look at the top 9, 6 of them are from the Big Ten: Penn State, Iowa, you guys, Minnesota, Illinois, Ohio State. Why do you think the Big Ten is so good at wrestling?
it's just, it's in the heart of America. I think, a lot of good wrestling states, and just, people grew up, if you're not a basketball player, you're a wrestler, and I just think it was emphasized, in a lot of the states in the Midwest, and obviously on the East Coast. So it's just part of our culture. And I think it's really, it just teaches kids, it's you have to get out and be successful and find a way to be successful. And wrestling is a tremendous lesson teacher to be able to make that happen, because you're out there alone, a little bit like football. You have other guys around you, but you have to do your job. And wrestling teaches you how to be successful in life, because nothing like, one, it's a weight cutting sport, so that's not always the funnest, but you have to be super disciplined. That teaches you to be disciplined and know, hey, if you're going to make a commitment, if you don't make a commitment, you're going to get whooped. And so, because, if you don't do it right, you know what happens. And, it's like going in the weight room as a football player. If you don't go in the weight room and you hate lifting weights, well, good luck being great, right? Someone's going to pass you. So I think just the sport of wrestling teaches you so much about self-development and inner confidence that it doesn't get talked about enough. And so I really like our team and how they've managed this week, and how they're getting themselves, built up, their confidence level, and their just their competitive fire. And, it's not too fast, and the moment's not too big. So I think our team will hopefully perform really well tomorrow night.
Yeah, I just want to point out there's not a single SEC team in the top 25. Just thought I'd throw that out there for Jake. But I love to poke fun at the
Paul
SEC.
Feinbaum too.
Yeah, there you go. Good old Paul and Lane as well. But all right, number 1, Penn State coming into Lincoln tomorrow. You're taking them on at the Bob. All right, talk to me about getting ready to play or take on Penn State. Talk to me about what you're trying to do with the fans and getting them involved, and let them know what's going on tomorrow night.
Yeah, Adam, we've had a lot of good crowds through the years, and even last Saturday was an amazing crowd. 3:30 in the afternoon was on BTN Live, so a lot of people could sit at home and watch it. But we had an amazing crowd, and we have a stage set up now for all our Big Ten matches. So it's kind of like an NCAA tournament, guys. The match raised, so that's a big time element. Fans really enjoy it, and it brings a luster to that match and brings importance to the match. And I think, I talked to one of our administrators this morning. We have over 5,000 tickets sold already, and that's not walk-up. So I think there's going to be a great crowd. It's going to be, 45 degrees tomorrow. Should be a great day to be able to, great evening, take your family to a match and see an amazing wrestling, because Penn State right now, they're on a streak like no other. They've won 11 out of the last 13 national titles. They haven't lost a dual meet since 2020. I think the 2020 was when we lost to them here, 21-19. We gave them a really great match last year at Penn State, and we wrestled really well and just came up a little short. So, they have, 3 or 4 national champions, returning national champions on their team. And, so they have a loaded lineup. So it's, but, the competitive heart can really, you never know how people can respond to challenges. And I love our guys. Our guys are very competitive, and they're not going to back down. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be phenomenal to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, Nebraska has the greatest fans. I truly believe that. I'm biased. I don't care. I still believe it to be true. Show up, show out, support the wrestling team. A lot of times that home atmosphere, sometimes it can give that home team a little extra juice, and all of a sudden, Penn State, they got all the number one votes in the country. I'm sitting here looking at it, 16 number one votes. Nobody has any. They're 7-0. They got more points. But let's show up. Let's show out. Coach Manning, if people want to get tickets before they show up, where can they go? Where can they get them?
Just go to our ticket office at huskers.com. So they can just go online and go to the ticket office. And I know they were selling a ton this morning. I got a call from our administrator, like I said, and so I think it's going to be a hot ticket. And I would just say we've never had a sold out arena for wrestling. And, volleyball has gone on their track. And, John and I actually came in about the same year. And he talks about, hey, playing over in the Coliseum. We used to wrestle over there, 4,000 seats, basically now over at the Devaney. And Coach Osborne really renovated this place. It's been a gold mine for volleyball. See how they went from 4,000 to 85, 8,600. I think Husker fans and Husker Nation step up and say, hey, let's help this wrestling team sell out. And then it's contagious. People want to be attached to a winner. And I think, I know they can make a difference tomorrow night in the Bob for us.
Yeah, let's get our first ever wrestling sellout, Husker fans. That would absolutely be phenomenal. All right, Coach, good luck tomorrow. Good luck the rest of the season. Check out Coach Manning every Tuesday evening here on the Ticket Takedown Tuesdays. What time is that show exactly, Coach?
4 to 5. 4 to 5 every day, every Tuesday.
4 to 5 every Tuesday here on 93.7 The Ticket. Coach Manning is in studio. Takedown Tuesdays. All right. Thank you for joining me, Coach.